Hello everybody, this is T from Kate's Crafted Closet, and today I'm going to show you how I made this really clean and simple, abstract-y, mixed media type of looking thank you card. It's like I had a real struggle today. I won't lie to you because I made errors on a few of these, and yeah, I'm not going to throw these away. I'm actually going to use these in my altered book, in my art journal, so I don't get rid of those whole things. So if you're an art journaler or you do mixed media or you do any other kind of stuff like that, don't throw those mistakes away. Turn them into something else. And that's what that's what I'm going to do with those mistakes, mess-ups, mishaps, whatever you may want to call them. So this is our card that we're going to make today. Super fun, super easy, really fun. The first thing I went ahead and did is I cut out 2 panels using the mod rectangle die from MFT. This is one of the smaller sizes. You get I think 5 different sizes in the pack. So we got those 2, and this is just some 120-pound accent cardstock, and I'll do the best of my ability to link everything that I use in today's video in the description box below for your shopping pleasure or needs, or you just want to check it out and see. So we have those 2. We're going to put those to the side for the moment because we don't need them. I couldn't decide if I wanted the base to be black or the base to be gray, and that's a perfect opportunity with doing a YouTube video that I can do both, right? So that's what we're going to do. I showed you the black one, and we're going to do the gray one here on this video. So I just have some gray 100-pound cardstock. I think I picked this up at Michael's probably a long time ago. Let's just say that, long time ago. And because I'm doing a top folding A2 size card, which means that it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, we're going to score at the 5 1/2 mark. And I usually do this about 3 times. And then flip, use that scoreboard to keep it kind of straight, and as you flip it over on that score line, and it should help you out a lot. It's I know it's helped me out a lot in the past. And you're just going to go ahead and use a bone folder to burnish this down. If these little shiny marks bother you, I highly recommend a Teflon bone folder. And it's this is not a perfectly cut card, but I can trim that down later with my Holtz guillotine paper trimmer. Okay, so we have that done. We're going to take one of those little panels that we cut with that mod rectangle die, and we're going to just use our arc glitter glue. You can use double-sided tape. You can use whatever adhesive that you want for the inside of the card. It's not super important which one exactly that you use. Okay, so we're just going to kind of open that up. Okay. Oops, sorry. Can't get it to stay open for me. So I'm just going to grab that and do my best not to get all sticky. And I'm just going to do my best and put this little bad boy on here. It never goes on perfect, never goes on straight, but that's my signature. Wonky and crooked, okay? So we're going to put that to the side because we really don't need it, but we're going to use that one panel. Again, we're going to come in with this stamp set from Hero Arts. This one's called the Age Shadow stamp. So we're going to do that. We're going to use some Speckled Distress Oxide. You can use whatever color that you feel like doing. And because this is more of a bold background, I'm just going to swipe. And it also adds to that whole abstract-y type of vibe too, because you can kind of see the striation marks. And this, we're going to make sure the stitch side is the side that we stamped on, so you can tell the difference. One's a little bit more muted, and one's a little bit more obvious. I'm going to do my best to put this on here. And you can do it the other way, but it's easier like this, especially with wood-mounted stamps, to do it this way if you're just doing a bold image, okay? So this is what you get. Each time is going to be different because I never put the cardstock in the same spot. So I just kind of look at it and say, which way do I want to be the bottom? And I think I'm going to go with this way. I like this way to be the bottom. So we're done with that stamp set. And okay, and then we're going to come in with a stamp set from my favorite things. This one is called Flower Silhouettes. Love silhouette stamps because they're great. You don't have to worry about coloring. You just use a colored ink and you got a pretty much floor. So we're going to use this one right here. Okay, so we're going to put that to the side. And I already have that one on my stamping platform, so for me, and we're just going to go ahead, put that in there, grab that flower, just because, and we're gonna put it down here. Like I want it to be touching that bottom of that frame, just to make sure it gets like grounded, it's not floating in the air anywhere. All right, because I really wanted my flower to be gray, but unfortunately it didn't work out the way I wanted it to do it, but I'm still going to do it because the black is a little bit too bold for me. So we're going to put a layer of this gray hickory smoke distress oxide. Let me move this thank you, because last time I did that I made a mistake and it went onto my stamped image. So I'm using that hickory smoke. This just helps to mute the black, because it's not bold enough for me to see it on the card. And I'm not going to worry about cleaning my stamp, because I'm just going into a black ink, which is going to be a VersaFine black onyx ink. And I'm just going to ink up that stamp with that and go over the top of it. So it'll still be black, but it'll be a little bit more muted because of the gray underneath of it. Okay, I'm going to do that. And there we have it. And sometimes you can see a little bit of the shadow of the gray in it, which is perfectly fine. Like, we're done with this stamp, so we're going to put it off to the side up there. And I am going to clean it with my microfiber cloth. It's already damp with some water on it. You can use some stamp cleaner if you want to, but I am not going to do that. Okay, so we have that done. We can bring that in here. Let me clean off this mess on the mixed media mat from Tim Holtz and Tonic Studios. So here we go. We have that, and this is going to be a little bit wet because those are pigment ink. So I'm just gonna kind of with the heat tool make sure that's dry. Okay. Perfect. And then we're going to come in with some. These are my favorite foam squares. I don't know what I'm going to do when I can't find these anymore. And lo and behold, Tony had a mishap earlier, knocked over the container of these foam squares. I mean, there's quite a bit of them on the floor right now. So after I'm done filming this video, because I wanted to get it done while it's still daylight out, I'm going to have to spend probably the next 15 minutes picking up foam squares off the craft room floor. So there we go. We have that done. So next thing we're going to come in is, like, I pre-cut these last week, a whole bunch of these fishtail sentiment strips, so I don't have to spend a whole lot of time cutting in between. And what did I do this morning? I put them all into somewhere that I cut them all out. I forgot where I put them. So guess what I had to do anyway? I had to cut more. You're right. See, y'all smart. Y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all know me. So we're going to put this thank you, which is also from my favorite thing stamp set. And of course, this little strip wants to stick to my finger. Do my best to center it. Like, it needs to go up a little bit more. So I'm just going to take this pokey tool so it doesn't stick to my fingers. It will stick to the pokey tool a little bit, but not too much if you stick to the side of it. Okay. I always tell myself, just stay with it. You'll be all right. Stay with it. All right, there we go. We're going to be perfectly fine with that. And we're just going to pull up and grab. And you know that piece of fishtail is going to come back. But that's why I do my best to butt it up against that corner area so we know where it's at. You can use white pigment ink. We're going to emboss. And I'm not using the anti-static powder tool because that little pieces that are going to stay on there, to me, goes with the feel of the abstract card. So I'm totally 100% fine and okay with that. But just remember, if you don't have VersaMark or an embossing ink, a white pigment ink will work, or the Oxides will actually work too for you to emboss with. So we're just going to use our VersaMark and just lightly tap. These small sentiments can be a little bit tricky. If you push the ink too hard, it could squish out onto the outside of the stamp and you can get that impression onto your cardstock. And also remember, lightly go over this. Do not push down hard on it because it'll squish and then you'll be not very happy with the results and you're going to have to spend a lot of time doing it over and over and over again. So then I'm going to come in with some reverse tweezers because I don't want to burn my little fingers. Okay, and then we're going to come in with a scrap sheet of paper. We're going to come in with our Ranger embossing powder. This is the white. Any white powder will do. And if you don't want white, you can grab whatever color that you want. And we're going to put that back into the container. Like me and embossing powder never get along. I always wind up with a portion of it not where it belongs. Let's see how that, we have those little speckles going on right there. If you put the anti-static powder tool, it won't do that. But I'm okay with it because it goes with the, like I said, abstract vibe. Put my heat tool on high, give it about 10-15 seconds to heat up. And then we'll watch that embossing powder melt like it's magic, right? And usually it's pretty quick once your heat tool is nice and hot. Like my impression was not perfect on that U, or my ink was not on there, but I'm okay with that. We still kind of know what it says. It's like, to me, I just learned to enjoy my mistakes, have fun with them, because as time goes along, you learn and you grow and you become better at it. Okay, these are some little foam squares we're going to put on the back of our little strip. I was just waiting for that to dry. We're going to come in with that pokey tool again. Pokey tool is such an amazing little tool to have in your craft stash because you can use it for so many different things. Just they're kind of sharp, so just be careful where you store them at so you don't go and grab something and next thing you know, you come up and you have red on you and it's not from your ink pad. Okay, there you go. And I'm not worried about them placing them on there perfect or anything of that nature because I'm super okay with that. Okay, so we're going to pull off the release paper on these, and I'll tell you what, let's try something out because I keep saying just use your T-square ruler to give you some, you know, to get your sentiment strips on, or even other things when you're layering on there a little bit straight. But I will tell you what, here's the thing. If your cardstock is not straight, this is going to be fine because this is a die cut. But if your cardstock is not straight, the sentiment strip is not going to be straight. Just an FYI. How do I know that? Guess. So we're going to bring in our T-square ruler and like I said, butt that up against the end of our die cut and make sure that it is good to go. And I'm just going to decide where I want it. Got it. There we go. We have a little issue over here with it getting stuck on some things. I think that's where I want it to go. Okay, and now it wants to stick everywhere but to where it needs to. I want that fishtail to hit right before that stitch mark. And there we are. We're going to let it go. And boom, wham, we got a sentiment strip on there, right? So we're going to come in with some little gems. I'm not really going to be concerned about which size I grab. They just, however they come out, that's how they're going to go onto this card base. And you don't have to put these. I'm just doing them because I have a ton. And I'm just going to place them randomly on the top of this card, okay? There we go. We're going to come in with that quick stick, or if you have some belly jelly, or if you have, I forgot what the other one's called. Put the bigger one over here. I pretty should have grabbed that smaller one and put it over yonder, but that's okay. It ain't gonna matter if it goes off the side of that. So these are our little gems. Okay, if you had some glitter or some spray. You can spray on there and get some sheen and some shine on it. And we're going to go in and grab that gray panel. I'm not going to sit there and peel off the thing. So let me know in the description box below in the comments section, which one did you like better? Is it the gray one better? Or is the black one better? There's one thing that I forgot to show you that I did on that other card is I used my Wagner Memory Keeper's Corner Trumper. There is a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch one. I went ahead and did the 1/2 inch one, and I did it on one side. You can do what size you want to. We're just going to do it in this corner. Then we'll have to do it again because, like you said, this cardstock was not cut very well. So here we go. That is the gray, and that is like I will fix that using my trimmer. So there's our gray, and there was our black one. So that is all I have for you all today. I want to thank you all for joining me. Make sure you check out the store website at katescraftedcloset.com for all your shopping needs, and coupon code SAVE5 to save $5 off of your order of $25 or more. It's like we have some new things in the store. We have some new things coming. Thank you all for your support, for those of you who have purchased from us in the past, and look forward to meeting your crafting needs in the future. If you ever want to see videos or something showcase, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do my best to do those things. So thank y'all very much, and y'all have a crafty day, y'all.